doesn't get a whole lot off of like trying to bait stuff out. Well, like baits still work, but I mean like whiff options, like dash back, that kind of thing. Like yeah, you saw he just nair, run up, grab. Right, he's going right at him. You can go right at him, go in place. This is kind of how Falcon operates in this matchup. He wants to build a wall, and he wants Fox to run into it. And
Yeah,
Fox
definitely.
has to find out when not to.
I think just nair in particular is such a strong option. Good solid punish from Falcon so far.
Yeah. We got Morklympious.
I was about to say, like, how do we say Morklympious?
Morklympious.
Morklympious. I'm just going to say Mork. It's already on the screen.
Mork.
But so far, a pretty good start. 49%. One of the things that, like, always comes up in every melee match, but in particular with Falcon, is just kind of the roll crouch cancel plays. Falcon, such a heavy character, is going to end up having a longer time to be in crouch cancel percent.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's out of it now for most moves, but not things like dash attack or even jab.
Right, yeah. So that should kill for Mothersday. It will, yes. Misses the shine, but gets it. Mothersday sponsored by the Gun Squad, and Morklympious sponsored by Fight Milk.
Are those real?
I think Gun Squad's real because it's on his tag. Fight Milk is it's a joke in Always Sunny, but
There you go.
I would say that's probably the source
That's
of
probably
it.
of it, yeah. I actually haven't checked out Always Sunny yet.
Right. Yeah.
Always looked like a funny series.
It's pretty good.
But yes, you know, we discussed a bit like kind of some of the things that Fox is looking for. You alluded to this before about like the differences, and one of the main ones is Falcon can be wave shined, whereas the Spaceys can't. If
That
you shine
will kill.
Yeah, if you shine a Spacey, they'll get knocked down. You shine Falcon, he'll do the little spinny animation, and that can kind of like allow for a lot more creativity in the way you approach the punish, depending on the percents.
It's an interesting thing because wave shining works how it does on every character, but like Falcon's grab, or Fox grabbing Falcon takes a notoriously long time to finish the throw. And if you're like me and you've done a ton of like combo practice against Fox and Falco in your life, then you play Falcon and you get tripped up. You like expect your grabs to end at one time or another, and they do not, and you miss. And that's a big defensive thing that will happen. I think especially at this level, I would say just based on watching this, neither of these players are like top flight. And so there is definitely that execution element that they're both, you know, kind of trying to keep track of. That will not kill.
Yeah, I don't actually see him going, like Mothersday going for it that much, but like forward smash can actually be a surprisingly good option.
Right, in the
certain
edge guard,
situations.
absolutely.
Yeah, in the edge guard.
Covers a ton.
Yeah, both for Fox and like I'm a Falco player. That move, at least for Falco, has like a hitbox almost under the stage. I don't know if that's the case. Is it the case for Fox as well? Yeah, so like I think in some of the moments where he's up smash or where he's even gone for like things like dash attack or shine, sometimes an F smash would be more appropriate just because it covers every option. But you know, the drift can be tricky.
Oh, he gets grounded shine out of up tilt. That can lead to a lot of damage if you're ready for it, but I can understand why he didn't get the follow-up. All right, Gun Squad pointing to the rest of the Gun Squad.
Ooh, really solid knee and already into a tech chase, but drops it again. That's kind of what you were saying before about both of them making like some pretty important mistakes, just kind of need to clean it up a little bit. But this is close, you know, because of that, it's quite close.
All right. Up throw, up tilt. Okay, up smash, goes off stage, trying to catch a jump now. Okay, that should be ledge. It is.
Yeah, I think if they had gone for up tilt, they both would still get a back
air dodge will take it, and Mothersday wins game 1. And there's the rest of the Gun Squad having a clap.
I like the stand-up clap, you know, like that's their homies. That's the homie class.
Oh yeah.
So counter picks. If you are a Falcon player, where do you think you want to go against Fox? Like, what are the kind of stages that, like, maybe like a Dreamland? Or
I usually ban Battlefield, actually. Okay. But I think if you're not going to go to Battlefield, I would say Dreamland and Stadium are probably your two best bets. Yeah. Dreamland for survivability, and Stadium because you can take away the. Here we are on Stadium.
There you go.
So Mothersday won game 1. The game count is wrong. Just a heads up. And I would say Stadium for Falcon here. I think up air just becomes so much more threatening. Like, on other stages, the platforms are pretty big, and there's a top platform that you can escape to. Here, Fox doesn't have that option, and so, like, you can just up air under the platform. It's really threatening. And then, like, Nair can still sort of cover it. There's potential for slide off as well on these small platforms. Falcon has better airspeed.
Yeah, no, like both the weight and the speed really make it kind of a much more common thing off the platform. That should be an up air. Not going to kill, though. I think
it sees a jump, but doesn't quite get it.
Definitely Mothersday, not super familiar with some of the kind of important percents for Falcon. You don't have to know it like down to the decimal, but like kind of going for the up air there, not the play, obviously, whereas the back air would set up an edge guard. Those kind of things can make a big difference. I think one of the things you notice a lot with this kind of level of play, and this is why if you're at home, if you're trying to improve, punish game is so important because you kind of like inevitably get hits. Like if people are both kind of just sort of fishing, they're not really sure exactly how they want to get an opening. So when they do get an opening, they could take it really, really far because it's kind of
almost.
I mean, I respect it.
It would have been a fun option. I was curious to see where that was going to go if he hit it, because charging's really good, but it's not kill at 10 good, so I don't know where the Fox is going to end up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Both things pretty even. This should be a big open up. Go for the shiner like that.
Mork with the instant up beat, that's going to leave him pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, some of the punish options from Mothersday have been a bit strange. Like that could have definitely been a grab rather than a dash attack.
For sure.
And one of the things that like people often think about is like, when it comes to reaction time, they'll be like, oh, my reaction time's slow. And what they need to actually be doing, obviously, like there is a biological element to reaction time, but a huge part of reacting quickly is knowing what to do ahead of time.
Exactly.
So
like if you're thinking about the reaction, you're not reacting.
Exactly. You're like, okay, like if he's going to land here, then I'm just going to do a grab, or maybe I'll do an up tilt, or like something that you know ahead of time. So when the situation presents itself to you, you react, yes, but like you're like, okay, now I'm ready to do the thing. And if you have to think about the thing you're doing as it happens, well then of course reacting is going to be difficult because you're also like problem solving. You know, 65 is actually not a small amount of percent. That like with any kind of decent opening should
Character has the strength of character necessary to make the comeback.
Wait, whose character?
Any character.
Oh, okay.
It's a commentator trope.
Gotcha.
Like, I remember I was watching the Nintendo Smash Ultimate Invitational. Sue me, you know. But I was watching that, and they had Vicky Kitty on there, and Plup was playing Ridley, and he was down really bad. And Vicky went like, but Ridley has the bulk necessary to make this comeback.
I mean, it is definitely like, I don't know if that Twitter is still active, but like the kind of Smash commentator, like, you know, like nice back air, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it definitely is one of the kind of idioms that is very common among commentators.
Absolutely.
But while we've been talking about that, Mothersday racking up a very solid amount of percent. This is kind of what I mean by like the stray hits. Like, and in some cases, like, not every hit is going to lead to a ton of damage. Sometimes it's just like, but spacing those back airs.
Look at those full-up nairs. That's something that you can get caught with a lot if you're not ready as Falcon. Just Fox full drift forward on the nair. That can catch your like short up aerial startup if you're not careful, and it can become like an abusable weakness.
Should be it. Oh.
All right, this will not kill.